Hi there, everybody. Nice to have you with us. We're here today at White Hart Lane. Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler. The game today, Tottenham against Stoke City.
Number 2, America. Number 26, Virgil van Dijk. Number 27, Kevin Bennett. Number 3, Levan Pizzarra. Number 23, Christian Eriksen. Number 12, Victor Wanyama. Number 20, Wilfred Zaha. Number 30, Ryan Fraser. Number 8, Dele Alli. And number 10, Harry Kane.
White Hart Lane, as we know it, isn't going to be here much longer because the new stadium is being built even as we speak.
Well, it'll be sad to see it go. What it does have is a marvellous atmosphere. It can be an intimidating one because the fans are close to the pitch, but I know they are conscious of building the new one with the same kind of feel. But it has got an awful lot of history, this place.
Exciting times for Tottenham Hotspur, of course, with the construction of the new stadium. Try and get the revenue streams up comparable to some of their rivals, Alan.
Yeah, and obviously Arsenal just up the road. They've shown the way forward. Tottenham, I'm sure, want to go one better, but they're really well run, and I'm sure they'll do it extremely well.
Well, the ball's been deflected out, so it'll be a throw-in. Christian Eriksen. Xherdan Shaqiri tried to tackle here, and he's done that, giving the opposition a problem with their interpassing. Here's a chance to attack. He points to the spot, penalty. Well, that's a dark moment for the offender, but what a chance for the opposition to take the lead now from the resultant penalty.
Yeah, this might be decisive. It might just be the turning point in this match.
Great penalty. Stylishly slotted in.
Yeah, I think some people are cut out for it, some aren't, and this lad certainly is.
Another angle on it here. So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Goal for Tottenham Hotspur. Number 10,
Philip Bolshoi. Glenn Whelan. Whelan. Doing well to keep the ball. Crisp defending there. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Well, they've got to work hard to try and get... And heads it towards goal! Dele Alli scores here, and like most things he does, it's got an air of grace about it. Came close to goalkeeper, actually did get a touch on it, but I think it was a pretty good effort to do that much. Well beaten, really.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame the keeper, Martin. He's looking at his defenders. Why was the lad given so much space?
Restarting at 2-0. Marko Arnautovic. On the attack here, trying to find an opening, not panicking. Well, the tackle there has led to a throw. And very confident to get the game moving again. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. This might be it. Wanyama. Nice goal.
The way they moved the ball about there, Martin, before creating the chance was really good. They picked the right pass every time now.
And Tottenham celebrating, and understandably so, That should be the match for them.
Oh, in dreamland, what a response from them.
That's given them a comfortable situation here. 3-0 as the game gets underway. Mambir Diouf. Jeff Cameron. Good forward play from them. It's an advantage for Stoke City, signals the referee. Here's an opportunity, maybe. That's offside. And the referee's acknowledged that fact. I know, Alan, this is one of your favourite referees, and he's done well here, hasn't he? He's come back and done the booking, having let the play go on earlier. Yeah, exactly. You've got to give the advantage to the team in possession. He did that, but he also punished the offender. Eriksson. Victor Wanyama. Laivan Kurzawa. Christian Eriksen. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they've still got the ball. It's a poor touch and the possession's gone away. Marko Arnautovic. Out of play for a throw. That throw is literally tossed. Tottenham Hotspur have a foul given against them. Kevin Wimmer. Eriksson. That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. It was goalless when these two teams met earlier in the season, Alan, and you know, that was a while back now, so I think we can perhaps wipe that out and just hope to judge this game on its own merits. Yeah, I think so. That would be sensible. The different lineups today than from the two teams that we saw in that previous match, so we can't take anything for granted. That's a good spot by the defender. Eriksson. Advantage rule played for Spurs. That's a free kick awarded against Stoke City. Virgil van Dijk. That's offside, Christian Eriksen. Well, there was nothing wrong with the pass. If he could have just stayed onside, he was through. It's looking good, this move. It'll be a throw now after the tackle. Played into the middle. They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper. Victor Wanyama. Here's Wimmer. Kane. Stoke City go and win it back again. Alan McInally's got something to tell us about a goal at the KC Stadium.
It's a goal for Hull City. 39 minutes played. 1-0.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. Marko Arnautovic. There's good progress with this attack. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. The goalkeeper will get this one, no problem. Kurzawa. Here's Ali. Laivan Kurzawa. He went in well. Here's Wimmer.
4 minutes of added time.
Camera trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. That could open them up. The shot's on. It's hit the post and in for a goal. That was perhaps the place where it was impossible to save it. No goalkeeper could have reached that. It clips the post on the way in.
Yeah, really good strike. He took it early as well, and I think that's what caught the goalie off guard as much as anything.
Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now, the scoreline. Half-time whistle has gone, and it's 3-1. We're just going to find out really how good the drainage is here in the second half. It's been pouring through half-time. It's still coming down in stair rods. Fraser. City concede the free kick there. Their player at fault. Yellow for Glenn Johnson here. And he bangs it away. Got on the ball in midfield. Well read by the player in that part of the pitch. Here's a chance to attack. And there is some backup for him in this position. Tries the through pass. And here's the shot. That's a shot well off the mark. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Here's the chance. Still striving to get back into this match, and that was a good effort, but it's going to be difficult.
I think they needed that to go in all truth, didn't they, to have any chance in this match.
Victor Wanyama. Fraser. Nice interplay between the two of them. Well, a real treat in store for you. Coverage on EA Sports of the Premier League fixture. Spurs, they'll be hosting Everton.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this one. Looking forward to it.
Marko Arnautovic. And it's with Juve. Stoke City want to make this change. Advantage rule played for Spurs. He made that look like a poor pass with a very good interception. Could pull one back here. He's kept it out. Well, this is a corner, and they've got to defend properly against it. And now he's going to sort out that earlier incident. And the player who committed the foul.
Yeah, he doesn't miss much, this ref. He's eagle-eyed, and he wanted to give the team a chance to move forward, but always going to produce the yellow for that.
Double substitution for Tottenham Hotspur coming off the pitch. Number 10, Harry Kane.
Dembele. Dele Alli.
To be replaced by number 34.
Livan Kurzawa. Going to have a substitution now for Stoke City. Well, they're in a good position here. Here the challenge is a good one. Here's Ali. Victor Wanyama. That's good support play from his teammates. Here's a chance. Goal!
Well, he's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes. I'm not sure he's touched the ball before this, but a vital touch there to score.
Well, they've increased their lead here, and that could just wrap up the match.
Yeah, they're the much better team out here today, and that scoreline reflects that.
Well, let's take another look at the goal.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur.
4-1 is the scoreline.
Number 8, Gary Allen, to be replaced by number 16.
Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Here's the chance to get in the cross. Now he's looking for support. Gone for the through pass. Not a great cross at all in the circumstances. And pretty easy to cope with by the defending team. Apolli's caught offside. Eric Lamela. Musa Dembele. Victor Wanyama. Eric Lamela. Substitute getting ready for Stoke. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. He could do a better cross than that, I think. And it was easy to cope with. Alan McInally's got something to tell us about a goal at the KC Stadium.
It's a second goal for Burnley. 76 minutes played. 2-1.
Thanks, Alan. He has been pressed there to running the ball out of play. It's looking bleaker and bleaker for Stoke City.
It's time for the Alamo, by the looks of it. They need a goal and they're piling.
And shoots! Gets his foot in there. Good interception. This has been called a football match, but it hasn't been much of a match-up between the two sides. The winners conclusively at their best, and the losers just aching to hear the final whistle now. 10 minutes left of regular time. It's an advantage for Stoke City, signals the referee. On the attack here. And the goalkeeper, it's his ball. We might get an update on that injury now from our... Got to try it! And he's done it! Yes, it's a goal from the substitute, and he's quickly made his mark on proceedings here. Well, this is rubbing salt in some pretty gaping wounds here.
Well, they just won't let up, will they? They're going to go to the final whistle.
Score here, remember, 5-1. We're down now to the last 6 minutes. Xherdan Shaqiri. Well, when they do say, you've been in these matches, about the psychology of getting it right on the big day, you would have thought ability-wise it's very much level pegging here, but in fact, one side seems far more up for it than the other.
Yeah, I think that does seem to be the case. Whether the one manager has pumped up his players, got them ready, better than his opposite number, that seems to be the case at the moment.
There's some potential in this move. Well, it could be in. Two boos around the crowd for a 3-minute add-on, which is what we're going to get for added time. Marco. Free kick given. And it is very late in the day here. Yellow card shown to Kyle Walker. That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. He's got his shot off now. It is a goal for them, and all credit to them for not lying down and just letting this game pass by them. It's a goal, It's something to take with them as the final whistle goes in a few moments, that they have scored right on the end of the game here, right on the final whistle, but not much more than that.
No, Martin, a bad day at the office all round, and plenty of work for the manager to do on that training ground.
5-2, the scoreline. Final whistle goes. Victory for Tottenham Hotspur. Well, they have had such a great defence, the home side, and they've added to that quality with some real attacking skill today.
Yeah, they've just brought it all together, and in this kind of form, they're going to be really hard to beat.
Great.
Chelsea 2, Swansea City 1. Everton 5, Sunderland 0. Hull City 1, Burnley 2. Tottenham Hotspur 5, Stoke City 2. West Bromwich Albion 1, Bournemouth 2. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Arsenal with 46 points. In second, rising up the table, are Tottenham Hotspur with 45 points. In third and falling are Manchester City with 44 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In fourth, climbing the table, are Chelsea with 42 points. In fifth, moving down, are Liverpool with 42 points, but only behind.
If anyone's going to give Everton an edge in this game, it could be him.
A hat-trick in his last match. Clearly the danger man here for the opposition.
Tottenham Hotspur under the microscope now.
Well, at this stage in the season, they are where they hope to be. In a Champions Cup position, the danger is that they tighten up and they get a little bit nervous, but there's enough experience out there to avoid that.
And quite a lot of changes in this Spurs lineup. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the goalkeeper. Toby Alderweireld starts alongside Jose Maria Jimenez in the heart of defence. Moussa Dembele starts with Christian Eriksen in midfield. Harry Kane is the main striker today. Everton have made one change. Martin Stekelenburg starts in goal. Phil Jagielka plays with Ashley Williams. They're the centre-backs. Dale Lefeu plays with Kevin Morales in the wide positions. Romelu Lukaku is the sole striker today. Leighton Baines. Funes Mori. Romelu Lukaku. It's Everton's turn to attack. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Kozawa. Here's Harry Kane. Little piece of interplay between the two. Nice piece of tackling here. And that's strong defending. James McCarthy. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. Good defending. Dembele. Baines. McCarthy. A timely challenge. Here's Harry Kane. Moussa Dembele. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. James McCarthy. Baines. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. Spurs certainly will want to impose themselves on a match, but it might not be easy for them to do that, certainly not straight away.
No, I don't think so, and I think defensively, Martin, Tottenham will be after something approaching the best to contain this outfit.
Well, he's put it in quickly, but not accurately, and defended comfortably. Toby Alderweireld. Good challenge. Well, he's got away from him. And the assistant signals for the throw. Romelu Lukaku. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Everton on the attack. It's a very tight game between these two on the home ground of the team that's the visiting team today. I wonder whether it'll be similar today after a goalless draw, but I'd be surprised looking at the talent on view.
Yeah, you don't normally get two games the same, and as you say, there's enough players out there to break the deadlock.
Everton get the advantage from the referee here. Made the challenge well. Baines. On to the attack now. And that's a turnover to the opposition. Now that's a throw. Well, the host club today are just on fire. They've won their last 5 games. And if they can turn it into 6, well, they'll be thumbing through the record books to see when it last happened.
Well, I'm sure the crowd here will be expecting a win. The players can't afford to expect it. They just need to produce what they have been.
Moussa Dembele. Here's Ali. Moussa Dembele. Challenges for the ball. Ross Barkley. Strong, fair challenge, balls out for a throw though. Funes Mori, and out there on his birthday, no celebrations yet. Morales! He's got his shot off now. And that's the goal that puts them in front. A goal of top class, really, here.
Well, that's all about anticipation and just snapping up the rebound.
It looks as though this might have been a goalless game. You get that feeling sometimes, but we've got a goal here.
I do have a feeling as well, Martin, this game will open up now, this contest. It's got to get better, hasn't it? It can't get much worse.
Could be dangerous. A timely challenge. Good place to win the ball back there, because the pressure was starting to mount, and the interception was timely, to say the least. James McCarthy. Here's Ali, trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Brilliant football from this team. He's going to try his luck. Oh, off target at such a crucial moment. They could have been level.
I think the occasion got to him there. All he needed was a cool head, but couldn't supply it.
Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. And it's the goalkeeper's ball, quite clearly a wasted cross. Here's a chance to attack. Here's Ali. Going for goal! Has he got an excuse here, Alan?
I think he has, Martin, hasn't he? The ball, looking at it, did just take a little jump up just as he was about to shoot.
Dele Alli. Gerard Deulofeu. Well, only 2 more minutes to be added on by the referee now. Great place to win it back. And the attack coming now from Everton. Defend. Oh, poor chap, it's an own goal. It's his responsibility. It's definitely an own goal.
It is. You'd like to try and defend him, but he just didn't make up his mind quickly enough there.
That could be a very costly own goal, because they're trailing to it now. And there goes the whistle for half-time, and the scoreline is 2-0. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
I would be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him, good overall performance, actually.
He's got his shot off now. And that's the goal that puts them in front. Kick-off here for the start of the second half. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Some options now for the pass. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here. And the goalkeeper, it's his ball. A quick note for your diary. Make a note of this particular date. EA Sports, we've got the presentation of the Premier League fixture. Spurs, they'll be facing Crystal Palace away from home.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this one. Looking forward to it.
Romelu Lukaku. James McCarthy. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Moussa Dembele. Kane. Eriksson. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. The corner for Spurs.
Everton coming off the pitch. Number 16, James McCarthy. Coming onto the pitch,
Christian
number
Eriksen.
17, Joseph Brown.
The ball with the Everton player. It was a foul. The referee's seen the situation that he can play on. Good work from him. We've had an hour gone here and still 30 minutes left. A bit of pressure on the player, that's why it's gone out. Jose Maria Jimenez coming on for Everton, a substitute. Nice interplay between the two of them. It goes out wide again. What, Alan, about Everton's next game?
Yeah, they're playing West Bromwich Albion in the next match, and I do think it's going to be difficult for them.
And that's a corner for Tottenham Hotspur. That's great defending there, stopping that attack. Idrissa Gana Gueye. It's looking good, this move. Cut out by the defender. They've got plenty of possibilities, Everton, in terms of making substitutions. One's coming up now. Ross Barkley. Tackle here. Home team ready to make a change. They can get one back now. What a fine save. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Christian Eriksen. Tries the through pass. Gonna try one now. Dele Alli scores here. And like most things he does, he's got an air of grace about it. Well, I can't wait to get the ball back out of the net and get the game going again, because they're closing in.
Well, much different atmosphere in this stadium now, and it's difficult to call.
And we restart the game 2-1. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Leighton Baines. So let's have a look at the possession stats on the screen now. There they are.
Yeah, very close. I think we could probably tell that without even looking at the figures. Not much to split these two sides.
Tottenham Hotspur goal.
And they're passing so well out there. Going for goal! Very good stop here. That's an easy piece of goalkeeping. Time ticking on. Just over 15 minutes to go. Just working away to try and find an opening. Eriksen. Kyle Walker came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Yannick Bolasie. This has always looked a tricky game for Tottenham, and it could end in defeat unless something dramatic happens now.
Yeah, it's a bit...
Eriksen! Goal!
Well, this team just won't lie down, will they? I thought they were down and out, 2 behind, but back on level terms.
In terms of shots, there is a real gap between these two sides, reflected in the recent goal. But in terms of form, you'd have called it even, wouldn't you?
Well, you would. And I'd like to see the stats at the end as to how many shots they are going to rack up, because they've been peppering that goal.
The get-back level, it seemed impossible, but look at the scoreline. They've done it. Well, we're coming to the end of the game, 2-2 still. What about looking forward to their next game?
Yeah, Spurs go up against Crystal Palace.
Got to be. It's still level in the game, largely thanks to this fellow, the keeper.
Oh, he's had a blinder. Whatever they try, they're really struggling to get one past him.
Attacking well here. It's an exhibition here with such great passing. Fraser. Some options now for the pass. He's got the ball back. Well, the defender. Got it back again from his teammate. Substitution for Spurs coming up.
On top lane. Give a round of applause for today.
De La Feu. It's a free kick given against Tottenham. This is awkward for the coach because he's got to shuffle it around, having lost this defender to that dismissal.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be happy with his defender for the way he did get sent off, but he's got...
And it's a heading chance now. A goal here could be absolutely crucial. It would put them in front, of course. Victor Wanyama. Eriksson. 3 minutes, that's what's going to be played for added time.
3 minutes.
Here's Walker. Spurs looking to seek out a winner here in this last phase of the game. And the build-up, they're nearly in. Here's a chance to attack. And the referee has acknowledged the flag from his assistant and given the offside. So here we are, the final whistle has gone. The referees brought an end to the game. And what a good game it was. The final score is 2-2. Pleased to hear the final whistle, having the handicap of playing with 10 for a period in the game. Done well to reach the final whistle level.
Yeah, I mean, they really did have to put it in. They'll be tired tomorrow, but they'll be pleased as well with the way they stuck together as a team, defended really well.
Shut off now, and that's the goal that puts them in front.
Tottenham Hotspur 2, Everton 2. West Bromwich Albion 2, Crystal Palace 0. Now let's see what effect that's had on the league standings. At the top of the table remain Arsenal with 47 points. In second, Manchester City with 47 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In third, Tottenham Hotspur with 46 points. In fourth, Liverpool with 43 points.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is with me, and we're at Selhurst Park. Coming up now, Crystal Palace against Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur. And your Eagles, Crystal Palace. Here is Crystal Palace. Number 30, Steve Mandanda. Number 2, Joey Wall. Number 27, Damien Delaney. Number 5.
Well, just checking on the table, we can confirm what you know already, of course, that 3 points would be enough for the visiting team here to go top.
Well, we're past the halfway mark, Martin, aren't we now? And this is when the league table really does begin to take shape. And this side, I would think, will keep in a similar position right through to the end. It's full of quality.
Tottenham looking to improve on last week's result, the last game, when they were at home, and they were held at home when they played it against Everton.
Yeah, a bit of a topsy-turvy 2-2 draw. But you can see them bouncing back and getting the win they need.
It's interesting, at the corner of the ground where the most noise comes from, the fans are allowed to stand up, which is because the ground regulations say you have to be given a seat. You don't have to sit in it. The chairman himself told me that.
Yeah, I think they've tried to use it. They've embraced the fanaticism, if you like, of those groups of supporters who are just so passionate about Crystal Palace, and it really does stir the team forward.
Amazing for Crystal Palace, 26 years on, to get to an FA Cup final as they did in 1990 against Manchester United, as it was in 1990, with Alan Pardew, who played in 1990, as the manager in 2016.
Well, disappointing for the Palace players on the day at Wembley. Couldn't quite manage to overcome Manchester United, but they gave it a good go, and at the end of the day they got themselves to the final, which was an achievement in itself.
Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Now Van Dijk. He made that look like a poor pass with a very good interception. And in goes the cross. He worked hard to get the cross in, but it didn't reach any of his teammates arriving in the middle. And heads it towards goal. Van Dijk. Kurzawa. Eriksson. Kyle Walker. Here's Ali. This is how they love to play on the break. And in goes the cross. Oh, and he's up to head it away. It's Chadley. Gets his foot in there. Johan Cabaye. Cabaye. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Attacking well here. Tight against the touchline. It was pretty clear that it was going to end up with a throw-in. Van Dijk. Kurzawa. Dembele. Virgil van Dijk. Son. Livan Kurzawa. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. Now they've got to try and regain possession. It is an advantage for Crystal Palace, and they're going to try and take advantage of the referee's decision. Put them in front. It's a goal, and they're in front with that goal. A dramatic moment. It's a defender who has breached their defence.
I think they were almost taking him for granted. They didn't think he was one of the chief threats, but he was.
So the first goal, it's 1-0. Attacking now. Dembele. Kyle Walker. Benteke. Delaney. Dele Alli. And that will clear the danger. Moussa Dembele. Joel Ward. Turnover there that we didn't expect. Joe Ledley. Good challenge. Kelly. Crosses in. They've linked up well. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Well, he's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception. Made it look easy, actually. Tottenham Hotspur in possession here. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Here we are with Tottenham perhaps flattering to deceive. The build-up to this game was big for them. The performance hasn't been big. The only real consolation we can say at this stage is there is plenty of time for them to come back into the match. Here's a chance to attack. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Trying to widen the approach play here, but it's out for a throw-in. That's a Chadley. Kyle Walker. Song. Laivan Kurzawa. On the attack here. Dembele. Eriksson. Trying to find a way through here. Probing away. Good challenge. They've lost the ball in a bad area. Gone for the through pass. And shoots! Oh, he's missed it. And that would have been the equaliser.
Oh, what a chance. What a chance that was. And I don't know whether he's going to get another in this match.
Here's Ali. There's some potential in this move. Doing well to keep the ball. The equaliser here. And it's a goal, and they are level. So a real captain's contribution here with a fine goal.
Was a good goal, and it came at a crucial time, I think, for his side. Real captain's input there.
It is level. Both sides have scored here now.
Number 19, Moussa Dembele.
So here we are at half-time, and it's 1-1. I think that's a good performance. Time now for the second half to start. He's spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. And here's the shot. You can see the deflection there, corner. And he headed it goalwards. There goes the cross. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. Andros Townsend. Toby Alderweireld. Christian Eriksen. Well read by the defender. On EA Sports, coming soon, the quarter-final FA Cup fixture. Crystal Palace, they'll be facing Norwich City away from home.
Yeah, you get to this stage, Martin, and you can almost smell Wembley.
Come on! Well, they know their positions here, they know their jobs defending this corner. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Working hard just to see, and now the shot! Wonderful save, had to really reach out for that. They're taking up their positions now to deal with this corner when it comes in. Here the challenge is a good one. Here's the chance. All credit for shooting, but it wasn't a very good shot. Son. Dele Alli. We've reached the hour mark. Half an hour to go. Crystal Palace are going to make an alteration. There's a substitute coming on. Just working away to try and find an opening. Dembele. It is an advantage for Crystal Palace, and they're going to try and take advantage of the referee's decision. Got the tackle in. Dele Alli. That's very good defending, and the player had nowhere to go. Andros Townsend.
Number 16, Joe Ledley. To be
Tottenham Hotspur in possession here.
Number 42,
Here's Ali.
Double substitution for Tottenham Hotspur.
Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Kyle Walker. That's very good link-up play. Shot on! Oh, great work by the keeper.
Number 16,
Tottenham's corner.
and number 12, Victor Wembanyama. Substitution for Crystal Palace, coming off the pitch. Number 5, James Tompkins. Coming onto the pitch, number 23, Pepe Suarez.
Benteke. Onto the attack now. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Good strong tackle. Throw-in coming up. If you want an indication, these possession statistics tell you about how even this match is, Alan.
Well, I thought coming into this game it was going to be quite a close affair. Possession's certainly been that way.
Kyle Walker. Christian Eriksen. Kozawa. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Trying to keep the ball. Not anymore. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch. They've got the ball back. The interceptor got it for them. Kane. That ball belongs to the goalkeeper. Tackle goes in. Fantastic game this, and it's going to go right down to the wire. Andros Townsend. Could have stopped it. That's a free kick awarded here. Well, you run the risk when you go to ground like that with a slide tackle of getting into serious trouble.
Well, he's gone to ground, and whenever that happens, you're going to get penalised. Poor challenge.
1-1 here, time ticking away. Can we look ahead to their next game, Alan?
Well, Crystal Palace go up against Norwich City after this. They fought pretty hard, but haven't hit top gear, so I think they'd be fairly pleased if this finishes level.
It goes out wide again. Good through pass. And this will be a goal kick. Good challenge here. It's Chadley. Won it back with an interception. Eriksson. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Attacking well here. And in goes the cross. Benteke! What a goal, and what a time to get it! This is a competition famed for its late goals, and we may well have witnessed a really important one here. They are in front, and very little time to go. It's a great moment for the goal scorer and for his team. It surely won the game in the dying moments.
It must have, and it was a really good take as well. Didn't have much time in the box there.
We had seemed to be stuck in a bit of a stalemate, in truth, but this very, very late goal has changed that.
Well, they threw men forward, and they've got the reward.
Well, up goes the goalkeeper. They've got to take the risk now. Goes for goal with the header. Great work by the goalkeeper. The ball is his, and he's made sure he's protected it.
Crystal Palace 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table remain Arsenal with 47 points. In second, Manchester City with 47 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In third, Tottenham Hotspur with 46 points. In fourth, Leicester City with 45 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In fifth, Chelsea with 45 points, but only behind on goal difference. In sixth, rising up the table, are Crystal Palace with 44 points. In seventh and falling are Liverpool with 43 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In eighth, moving down, are West Bromwich Albion with 42 points. Bottom of the table, Hull City with 17 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Sunderland with 25 points. Third bottom, West Ham United with 26 points. Fourth bottom, Bournemouth with 27 points. Fifth bottom, Middlesbrough with 30 points, but only behind on...
It's exactly how these matches over two legs should really be, because the home team did its job in the first leg. Now they're here in the away leg. Are they good enough to hang on to the lead that they got in the first match?
I think it will be tough for them. They're strong at home here, these teams, so I think defensively they're going to be right at it.
It's Bayern Munich today against Tottenham. Tottenham trying to improve on their last showing when they were beaten away from home against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, not the best performance in losing 2-1. And you look at them, I can't see too much of an improvement. I think they're going to lose again.
I suppose from the English point of view, the Allianz Arena will always now be associated with Chelsea beating Bayern Munich here to win the Champions League. I think the Munich fans were already celebrating before the game kicked off, judging by the atmosphere when we came on that particular day. But Chelsea had other ideas.
Yeah, what an incredible night that was. And what I love about this stadium is it's a huge one, holds 75,000 plus, but the pitch is very close to the fans and it makes for fantastic atmosphere.
What was impressive about Mauricio Pochettino when he took over as the Tottenham manager, the faith he had in the young players, particularly young players who were already at the club.
Yeah, I think there was a responsibility on his part to promote youth and promote English youth as well. He thought that was important, and that's good, but you've got to have the talent, and he certainly had that to choose from.
Filippo Giacoletti is the referee for this game. Kick-off here. We've reached this stage with 16 teams still in, 2 teams about to go head-to-head here to try to get into the quarter-finals, and we're underway.
Different mindset now, knockout football.
Kurzawa. Moussa Dembele. On the attack here. And it's with Robin. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Kane. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. David Alaba. Xabi Alonso. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Son. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Now Ribéry. Thiago. There's good progress with this attack. Keeps it going. Robin! Makes the challenge here. Tries the through pass. Terrific tackle. Oh, it could be dangerous. Thiago. Good passing here. Xabi Alonso. Oh, he could have put that away, but not quite. Eriksson. Son. Here the challenge is a good one. Thiago. Xabi Alonso. Another turnover in play here with that interception. And that advantage suits Bayern Munich. There's some potential in this move. Lewandowski! Robert Lewandowski, always looking to score, and invariably he gets what he wants. Here we are, at aggregate scores, level at 2-2. Kurzawa. Son. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it.
Well, a quick feed to Philip Lahm, let him down there.
Strong tackle, and one that's led to a corner. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Toby Alderweireld. Cut out by Ribéry. attacking well here. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Can't keep the ball at the moment. Kozawa. Did well, stuck out a foot and cut off the pass. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Here's a chance! That's even better play to stop the chance. David Alaba. Vidal. Came in with a challenge. Now, Xabi Alonso. Well, they're in a good position here. Well, here comes the support. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Toby Alderweireld. Thiago. Crisp defending there. The break is definitely on. Great place to win it back. In with a chance. Comes in strongly. Son. Moussa Dembele. Onto the attack now. And he's dispossessed. Thiago. Oh, good through ball. We've got 2 added minutes. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. Nicely played through ball. That's half-time at 1-0. Franck Ribéry is to be substituted. Teams lined up, ready to go for the second half of this Champions Cup match for a place in the quarter-finals.
A little bit tense at times, a bit tactical in the first half. Might open up now.
Promising build-up until that challenge. David Alaba. Alonso gets it returned to him. Bayern Munich going well with the advantage rule applied. It could have been stopped for a foul. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Great challenge by a player who's been doing that all game. Well, that first half from Robert Lewandowski, a verdict on it from Alan Smith.
Well, he played really well, didn't he? And he got himself a goal to put his team ahead. He'll be pleased with that first 45 minutes.
Now, Xabi Alonso. That looked dangerous until he made the interception. Jose Maria Jimenez. Son. Now, an interception from La. There's some potential in this move. Vidal doing well to keep the ball. Good strong tackle. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. That's a good spot by the defender. Here's Kingsley Coman. Tottenham Hotspur and the foul given against them. Yellow card shown to Kyle Walker. Good forward play from them. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Defender to it first.
He does read the game well, this lad.
Here's Ng. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Hummels. And Bayern Munich are ready with the change. Well, the tackle there has led to a throw. Arjen Robben. Robben just lent the ball to his mate and got it back again. Müller. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. Now they've got to try and regain possession. David Alaba. Well, he's been dominating the match with the quality of his passing. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Looking at the bench, it's Bayern who are making the move with the substitute.
Well, he was in the right place at the right time to cut it out.
Just a little nudge to nudge you in the direction of what's coming up on EA Sports for you. Our coverage of the Premier League fixture. That is a free kick. Coming off now, Arjen Robben. 20 minutes now remaining. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Christian Eriksen. They've got a great understanding, this team. Just look at the passing. Eriksen. Well, he's got the ball there in the defensive zone by reading the play very well. Could be dangerous. Vidal, a foul against him. He's going to strike it goalwards. Bayern Munich getting their players into the right areas to defend this corner. The defender's done very well there to stop the cross. Definitely a throw in there. Here's Kingsley Coman. Well read by the defender. Well, they're in a good position here. Presented possession to the opposition now. Tottenham given the throw. Well, he's thrown possession away. And in goes the cross. Heads it towards goal. I think he got the headlines in his mind already, how he was going to be getting the accolades for such a wonderful breakaway goal. Oh dear, he's embarrassed now.
Oh, he'll get some.
The shot's on! Credit for taking on the shot.
But what a good chance that was for him. By his standards, that's the glaring miss.
Well, we've only got 7 minutes remaining now. Kurzawa. Time nearly up here. And just throw it forward a bit to their next game.
Yeah, Spurs go up against Southampton after this, and Well, no.
Free kick in these closing minutes. Hummels. Thiago. It's an exhibition here with such great passing. Good possession play, but now it's been taken away from them. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Here's a chance. He cleared that really well. The break is definitely on. Referee's had a good look and decided what he's seen from this period of play to add on 3 minutes. On the attack here. Trying to thread it through here. Corner now for Bayern Munich. Here's Douglas Costa. Boateng. Oh, great work by the keeper. And there it is, the final whistle confirming victory for Bayern Munich. So beaten here, and that cup, which was within their reach, is now totally out of their reach.
Yeah, they're clearly disappointed, and looking back, I think they'll be upset by the way that they played. Didn't really do themselves justice.
Well, Robert Lewandowski, one striker being analysed by...
Champions Cup. Bayern Munich 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Roma 0, Barcelona 3.